All right, you guys, let's go ahead and take a look at our last example here, guys. Last example, we want to go ahead and find the inequality that represents the graph. So in order for us to do that, we do need to identify a couple things. We need to identify our slope. We need to also identify our y-intercept. And based on the shading, we're actually going to identify which inequality symbol we're looking at here. So starting off in this case, guys, let's go ahead and take a look first at our y-intercept. And if we take a look at the graph here, y-intercept is always a point that is going to be on the y-axis. So in this case, our y-intercept is found here. So y-intercept is actually found at the point 0, -2. All right. Now, slope in this case, you can actually determine the slope between 2 points. We could actually just be counting. So I want to go ahead and see how much I have to go from this point to this one. So we're going 1, 2, 3. So it's 3 down, and 1, 2 to the right. So in this case, slope is represented by rise over run. So in this case, our rise is how much we're going up and down, which in this case is -3. And how much we're running left or right would be 2. Okay. So we have, in this case, y with our slope -3/2, x minus a 2. Now, we want to go ahead and find our inequality symbol. Okay, inequality symbol. Now, we do have 4 different inequality symbols. We have the greater than or equal to, and we have the less than or equal to. Now, in this case, guys, whenever it's a greater than, you will be having, or you will be shading above. So this is shading above. If it's a less than, it's shading below. All right. So in this case, guys, if we take a look at this here, we do have a solid line, which means that we're focused now on these two because it's not dashed. But you want to go ahead and take a look at the shading here. So in this case, this line here, we have 2 different sections. The section that I'm highlighting in purple, this is actually shading above. And in this case, the blue would actually be shading below. So our answer in this case is going to be our less than symbol. So in this case, our inequality here is y is less than or equal to -3/2x minus a 2. And once again, we could check that, guys. Once again, you could plug in any point. If I want to go ahead and plug in the point 0, 0, y in this case would be 0 greater than or equal to -3/2 times 0, 0 minus 2. In this case, this statement here is false, so that's why we don't shade in this area. We shade in the blue section. All right. So once again, that's our way of identifying whether it's shading above or below. The hard part in this case, once again, guys, is identifying whether we're shading above or below. So just one trick, guys, if you have, for example, a line that goes in this direction, shading above is obviously going to be on top. All right. If I have, in this case, a line that runs in a direction like this, shading above is here.